Hello, doing a video on how to be spiritual on a day-to-day basis, how to bring it into the human body, and in the end hoping that it'll just flow naturally. It's hard being in a world where there's no answers. They school us to how they want us to learn, but they don't give us the basis of what we need. We need to know to thrive as human beings. They teach us just to do as we're told in a robotic form. We're much more than that. I've had to find everything myself. I haven't been taught anything. I've just listened to my heart and followed it. I remember being 6. I mean, it was one way of teaching in those days. There wasn't, breaking down different groups like they got today. If you didn't know it, they'd shout to you. I remember just not giving an answer because I didn't care for an answer. I've always been a daydreamer and I've never really wanted to learn something that's been put on me. I'm still the same today. I'm a free spirit and I just want to do what is within me, and it's hard to find, especially when you have no answers. And very sensitive person. I would absorb people's energy, which I still do now. I just know how to protect myself more because I understand myself more. But a little 6-year-old crying because she hasn't got an answer, and therefore she's picking up on the teacher's anger, and that's what makes her cry. So looking back on my life, I see answers within that explains what this is and what that is, because we label everything. And I've always been, we're all spiritual. It's just whether we're all on different levels. We got different vibes. I'm definitely more spiritual since I have been not eating any animals, anything that's been taken against this will. I'm eating free food, which is food that grows. And I feel much more in tune with nature, yet I feel more in tune with myself and who I am and what I'm about. I can pick up things before things happen. I pick up so much suffering within people, so I am an empath and I do suffer a great deal with people around me. Sometimes I shy away from crowds because I don't feel strong enough to take on the energy, and sometimes I've got that energy just to power through and be that light. People who don't understand me would think, she's crazy because I've got all this energy. I am just a free spirit and nothing's blocked me, and I followed my heart, found out who I am along the way. I'm 43, so it's been a long journey to come here now to speak about this. And people misunderstand people because of the lack of knowledge and wisdom of the world and what is going on. We are human bodies in the flesh, but we have spirits. In my journey, I find we have spirits within the body. The body talks to you. You hear people saying, if I listen to my gut's always right. That's the spirit within. It's my opinion, of course, because I know people don't really believe there's a spirit within. But I can only speak about me, about my journey. I don't do books and this and that. I just talk about what I've experienced, and I try and give it out to see if I can help anyone who is a bit stuck and maybe needs just that right saying, just to go, oh, right, okay, yeah, I'm on that track, yep. And it's hard being misunderstood because, and you've got so much to give and you don't know how to give it because you don't understand yourself. I mean, emotions and feelings going back in the 70s, 80s, there was no such thing. You didn't have any emotions and feelings. You had to do as you told, and that was it. You were told what to do since the time you were born. Today, people are more with their children, and schooling is more about the children, what they want, bring out the naturalness in them. They're cottoned on, they understand. Everyone's more understood today. So more people are looking for answers then, because they're not crushed down before they even look. It's a good time to be in this world. I would never want to be in any other era. I think it's fantastic, this era that we're in now. There's so much going on. We can be who we want without any criticism. You're going to get it wherever you go, but the world is more open to unique people who are hands out, reaching out to find themselves, and they don't mind who sees them along the way. They don't mind. We've all got blocked energies because we're all different levels, but we're all trapped and we're all trying to find a way out of the needle in the haystack, you know. But as long as you follow your heart every single day and listen to that inner voice, because that inner voice is very, very important, we will be on the right path. And you look back in your life like a story and everything makes sense, and you have your own true answers within, and you can throw out your journey to people and maybe help them if they are stuck. I hope that's helped. There's much more. I'm just touching on a kind of something to come into for you to absorb. I can come back with many types of videos similar on spirituality. That's just one. Don't be frightened to be who you are. Don't try and please other people. 2 rules. These are my rules. You can do what you like, but it makes me smile, makes me happy, makes me who I am today. I was never a quick learner. I found out later on in life through my own, research. I've been dyslexic. Dyslexic is another form of so creative that you can't take in the logic, the academicness. It's got to be taught to you in a different way. But I seen that as a gift then, because it's blocked me on so many things that I haven't seen that others see. And it's easy then to go down that path where everyone goes down that path. I haven't gone down similar paths, therefore I can take myself out of the picture and stick with my heart. So it's been a blessing to me. It makes me different, and not that we aren't different at all, it's just I don't fall for it too easy because I don't see it. I'm blocked to certain signs and everything. So therefore it's helped me stick to who I am. So it's been a gift in that way. Other people got gifts in other ways, but then I'm so different because I don't see certain things, and maybe that's why I'm so different to other people where they do the norm. And then all of a sudden I look a bit of a light to them because they think, oh, how does she know this? Oh, it's because I've been following my heart without any sort of blocks, because I have been dyslexic. That's just a label. It's another form of so creative that you can't see certain things. You're more I'm in my spiritual world more than I'm in my human world, if that makes sense. That is what I mean. It's hard being in this human world sometimes because it's a lonely place, isn't it? When you feel alienated. And it's just learning the balance of being in the spiritual and the human together. And using that every day. But one or the other is hard. It's hard if you're more human and you see everything, absorb everything, you're craving other things that you don't know about. Then the other side is too spiritual, and therefore you've got to be human to be in this body, to exist. So then you're going against, you've been torn. Either way, you've been torn. I hope that's helped. Peace and love.